Ronan Farrow is a contributor for The New Yorker and an NBC News contributing correspondent as well. Ronan, good morning to you.
Good to be here, guys.
You've been working this story for a long time, both for NBC News and The New Yorker. I know it has been a long and difficult process to get these actresses to be identified and go on the record with their allegations. After so many people have been chasing this for so long, why do you think they are now coming forward?
Look, each of these sources really tore their guts out giving these horrifying details. This was a traumatic experience to relive these events, and there's very little upside for them. You know, this was a brave and important thing they did, and they did it because they thought it could prevent potentially future crimes. Again and again, sources talked about doing that because they felt there was a change in the culture, that there was more of a culture of accountability now.
That there was a moment for them to tell this story, and you speak to so many women in your story, and it's across decades, and it's different women, and in some cases it's across continents, and yet what you report is such a striking MO, similarities in the story.
And the women themselves use that phrase, modus operandi, again and again, the same uncanny details.
Well, you're also hearing about a lot of people were accusing him of harassment, but there were 3 actresses who accused him of forcible rape.
That's right, Hoda. And obviously those are allegations that are a new level of seriousness. And, you know, those women especially did a very brave and very re-traumatizing thing. And look, I want to highlight something else. Asia Argento, the Italian actress who had one of those rape allegations, is one of several stories in here where she talked about going back to him afterwards. And that is a facet of many sexual assault cases.
As you track this down, I want to read you a statement from a spokesperson for Harvey Weinstein. I want your reaction to it. This is from Sally Hofmeister, who says, any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. Mr. Weinstein has further confirmed that there were never any acts of retaliation against any women for refusing his advances. Mr. Weinstein obviously can't speak to anonymous allegations, but with respect to any women who have made allegations on the record, Mr. Weinstein believes that all of these relationships were consensual.
And clearly, this is a New Yorker article. He had a very full and fair opportunity to engage in and respond to this piece. That statement is in the text of our article. You know, look, he says this was all consensual. He says he never retaliated against women. And the women themselves, over and over again, tell a very different story, Matt.
In the story you also see when you read it is that there seemed to be this culture of silence around Weinstein and this culture of enabling that went on.
So there are 16 former and current employees in this article. Many of them are quoted at length. And they talked about feeling profound guilt at having, in some cases, felt they aided and abetted a pattern of company meetings that they thought were little more than cover for predatory advances on vulnerable women.
It's an extraordinary article, Ronan. Nice job.
Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean.